Hey guys, it's Nestor. We're back with another mansion tour. Today we're in the Dubai Hills again at this incredible mansion overlooking the Dubai Hills golf course. The interior has masterfully blended a contemporary with a classical design. We'll leave the price and the specs in the bottom corners, and finally we want to thank you guys. We're nearly at 60,000 followers and the journey has been incredible so far. Your comments and the support that you've given us, it really has touched our hearts. This year, we want to hit 100,000 followers. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can see some amazing homes we have coming up. Now, I'm really excited to show you inside. So without further ado, let's begin the tour. So we'll start the tour coming in from the street through the automated gate. Now, if you are driving in, you can go directly down into the sub-level parking, which we'll explore a little bit later on in the tour. Or you can come directly into the forecourt, which has these travertine tiles throughout. Now, the first thing that really impresses you is the scale of the home and those contemporary lines on the exterior. I love how they've used all these different materials that marry so well together. You look at the travertine tiles on the exterior combined with the brass which has been used on the louvered screen in front of the windows and the cantilevered overhang. You'll even see the marble elements, and they've used a tone which matches with that brass so nicely. Now, on the side of the property is a walkway leading to the backyard, and it's such a vibe down there, especially with those palm trees. I mean, the landscaping throughout this home is on another level. They've even got a 250-year-old olive tree right here in front. Now, as we come up to the front entrance, either side there's a water feature. Just by one of them, there's a side entrance into the home, and on the other water feature, there are stepping stones inside of it which lead into the office, which I thought was a really unique feature. And it's handy as well because if you're having a meeting, people don't have to disturb the rest of the home. They can go directly into your office. We come up to the front door. It's surrounded in a combination of glass and travertine, and the front door is made out of marble. Now, as we come into the home, it's even more impressive than the exterior. The foyer is this grand entrance with these double height ceilings which really give that awesome first impression, especially that incredible chandelier hanging down from that inset ceiling above. Now, throughout the home, they've used the most high quality materials from wood, brass and marble. You'll see the wood underneath the viewing balcony above, brass like we saw on the exterior, but the thing that's most impressed me is the marble work. You look at this design in the foyer, how they've inlaid the darker pieces into that white marble, creating that intricate design. If we look at the side wall here, they've cut out with water jets these polygon planes and used a mix of elevated and recessed inlays so that it gives this three-dimensional effect which stretches from the floor all the way to the ceiling. If we look at the other side, you'll see that combination of wood and marble, and even this piece here, which stretches from the floor all the way to the ceiling, is cantilevered a little bit. So it creates that depth effect. I mean, with this art piece here stretching all the way up, this is such a nice entrance. Now let's move further into the home. The next thing that catches your eye is the view in the back, and I can't wait to get to the backyard. Now, before we begin the tour, let me talk to you a little bit about the layout. In essence, you've got two wings, an east wing and a west wing. We'll do wing by wing. We'll start on the ground floor, we'll go to the first floor, basement, and then we'll finish off the tour outside. Now, as we come in, you get a view directly into the formal lounge, welcoming area, and dining area. The first stop is the welcome area. This is where you arrive as soon as you come in. It's actually where we first sat when we came into the home, when we were speaking to the owner. And it really is a cozy spot, although it still feels really open with these brass louvers, which allows you to see into all the different spaces. In the center, there's these two couches with a dual level coffee table in the center, gold design on that bit underneath. But if we look up, there's this inset ceiling with these crystal leaves hanging down, which kind of looks like a chandelier because it's been illuminated by these spots above. Also, we look at that inset ceiling. This is what you find in luxury homes because it's meant to draw your eyes upwards and adds this level of sophistication and depth to a room. Also that view in the back. I mean, I can't wait to get to it. But now let's move around to this side. So from here, you've got two accesses. You've got a corridor, which goes all the way around to the rest of the wing with the staircase leading upstairs, which I'll talk about as we go upstairs. But we'll go directly into the dining area. And the first thing that catches your eye is that sculptural pendant chandelier hanging from the drop ceiling above. With that recessed lighting surrounding it, it kind of looks like it's floating. This is sometimes called a cloud ceiling. I mean, this is such a stunning design. This is all hanging above the dining table, which seats 17, this huge marble countertop going across it with these leather wrapped chairs, darker tones in a cross-stitch pattern on the exterior, and the lighter tones on the interior. From here, we have an exit to the backyard and a door here, which feeds into the corridor through a pantry, which I'll show you in just a second. If we look along the walls, there's the combination of different materials like the gloss wood, brass details, and the darker veneer wood. Now they've made this into a curve right here to create this kind of art feature in the center made out of leather with these palm leaves imprinted into it. You'll see that design throughout the rest of the home, and what I love is how they've added this recessed lighting in behind those curved wood panels really to illuminate it. Right behind the table is a marble highlight feature with the marble stretching all the way up to the ceiling. You'll even see the recessed lighting here, so it looks like it's floating. Now, they've used so many different types of marble throughout this home, but they marry so well together, especially in those spaces. If you look here on this cabinet, on the doors, they've even got marble on the exterior. Now, right behind me, there's a entryway into the corridor. From here, we can go directly to the staircase or go out to the front of the property, which I showed you when we started the tour. You also have a door which leads into an electrical cupboard and the first powder room of the home. Now, follow me around here. We're going to make our way down the corridor, down to the east wing. The next door we have is the first guest bedroom. Now, this is the smallest one of the home, but there's still so much space. We come in, it feels really cozy in here, and they've used those really high quality materials we're going to see throughout the rest of the home. There's the bed setup on the side, felt padded lining in behind with dark wood elements, and above us an inset ceiling. As I said, we see them throughout most of the home. Right behind me is the walk-in closet. Wood cabinet doors, custom shelving, and leads directly into the ensuite bathroom, which is wrapped in a dark marble single vanity with the shower at the back and a huge rain head above. But let's continue down the corridor. You'll see another one of those leather art features with the palm trees engraved into it. The next door is into that pantry, which I said is between the dining area and the corridor back here. We go by the staircase. This is the service staircase, which goes from the basement all the way up to the rooftop. There's a door leading into a storage, but now we come into my favorite space of the home. This is the show kitchen and integrated lounge. Now, this is the space that feels most like home to me. This could be its very own apartment, and I've got to admit, this is where we spent most of our time. Our equipment is in the service kitchen right behind that show kitchen. But I mean, this I can imagine is where you'd be with the family sitting. There's a lounge with the sofa wrapping around seating on a side and a mirrored coffee table in the center. And what's great about it being mirrored is that it reflects the incredible chandelier above. I mean, this is one of my favorite chandelier designs that I've seen. It's got that kind of illuminated crystal on the interior, really a highlight feature of the home. This is all looking onto the TV, which is on the custom made wall with a combination of marble, mirrors and wood. Now from there you can see how there's this seamless flow into the kitchen and breakfast area, although they've used different materials to kind of separate them a little bit. In the lounge area there's these hardwood floors in a chevron pattern, and in the kitchen there's a transition onto the white marble floors. Even if you look at the ceiling in the lounge area, there's the inset ceiling, and here we've got the dark wood cladded ceiling. Now at the bottom of the kitchen and breakfast area is the breakfast table in this really cozy spot surrounded by these windows. There's even an exit directly to the backyard from here. Now don't worry, even if you have a bigger family than 4 people, attached to the island in the kitchen is a small little breakfast area, cantilevered off to the side with another 4 seats. I love how they've used these different tones of marble, like the white on the breakfast area and the beautiful marble on the island. I mean, just check out the color tones of those veins. Now integrated into it is the induction cooktop, extraction fan, convection oven below with drawers underneath. Now that same marble has been continued on the countertop at the back, with the backsplash made of the white marble having those same combinations. And if we look at the open shelves and cabinetry, they've used the color tones and those matte finishes to match with the monolithic marble we have throughout the show kitchen. You've got cabinets underneath, integrated sink. Now all the fixed appliances are Miele, just like the coffee maker and microwave below, with a fridge freezer combo right here. This door leads into a service kitchen, which is industrial grade with fridges, gas cooktops, but it's not the only service kitchen. It's not the main service kitchen. In this home, there are, I think, 5 kitchens. We've already seen 2 now. So let's continue the tour and see if we can find the rest. We go back to the center of the home and we'll start exploring the west wing. Now, while we're here, I want to show you another detail. So like we had the leather art feature on those highlight walls, you will see the leather art feature on the lining around the archway coming into the home. These are those little details which really elevate the home. Now from here, like on the other side, we've got access to the corridor, which leads all the way around, and the formal lounge. This time, we're going to shake it up. We're going to go down the corridor first, and I'll meet you in the lounge afterwards. So we go first down the corridor, even looking at the light fixtures on the side, this high level of luxury. We've got the elevator right here, which leads from the basement all the way to the first floor. But right at the bottom, between the curve to the rest of the west wing, is the entrance to the office. We come inside, it's a totally different kind of vibe in here. It has more of kind of a classical look. If we just look at the office desk setup made by Visionaire, the huge chair at the back, leather chairs in front with seating in behind. Surrounding us is a backlit onyx, which is contrasted by this dark veneered wood. You'll see that wood in behind this huge TV setup, which is mounted on that backlit onyx with open shelving design behind. Now, as I said to you at the front of the property, there are these stepping stones from the water feature at the front leading directly into the office. You also have a balcony just there and a small powder room at the back. But let's head back out of the office and I'll meet you in the formal lounge through this entryway right here. Now, throughout the formal lounge, there's different areas of seating. First area here, they've even used Loro Piana chairs, coffee table in front in dual level with different types of marble that we've been seeing throughout the home. But again, in this space, that green goes so well with the design. In behind, there's a marble highlight wall, just like we had in the dining area, with shelving on the side, dark wood feature with recessed lighting, and another really unique chandelier above this small seating area, which has a coffee table underneath, and another leather palm art feature between those curved wood panels. There's this cozy seating at the back. Now, another detail that I love what they've introduced in the home is the pieces of artwork which go well with that contemporary design. Now, all the seating is imported from Italy. Obviously, you've got a lot of piano, but you've got Minotti, and even the design on the Minotti, if you look, the leather on this cushion, which goes round from the back, which is great for that back support. We need that at our age, but it matches the attached side table, which is really useful if you want to pop your drink on there, even though you've got the coffee table in the center. Although I was sitting in one of these seats the other day, and it's actually great to have that, because if you're sitting back and relaxing, it's great to pop it on there. From here, you have to bend. We was like having a coffee. It was in another villa, but it had the same kind of concepts. And if you're sitting here, you have to bend it over for your coffee every time. Here, you can just have it here, sitting and chilling out. From here, we also have a view onto the backyard, which I can't wait to get to. Now, we came in through that entry just by the office, which is down the corridor. There's also another entry into the corridor right here. We've got the office right behind you. The next entrance is into the second powder room of the home. This is the main guest powder room of the ground floor. Now, in here, there's a combination of grey marble on the floors and countertops and white all along the walls. You'll see the light fixtures mounted on the walls with a huge mirror above, extending this space even further. Sat atop of the countertops are the sinks with the taps coming out as well. Now, from here, you'll see they've used wood to contrast against that marble, like we've been seeing throughout the rest of the home. They've even clad the walls in the water closet at the back, which has its separate floating vanity with the sink built right in. Now, if we continue down the corridor, you'll see the two exits from the lounge area. I'm saying all this just so you can try and keep your orientation with me. We come into the guest wing of the home. Now, as I said at the start of the tour, there's a separate entrance down the side of the property. This is the kind of foyer of the area. Again, you've got the inset ceilings above, which leads to two guest bedrooms down this side, the west wing of the home, which has another entrance right here. Let's head into this bedroom first, which has a transition onto wooden floors. Again, that luxurious inset ceiling above, and the bed setup at the back. Felt padding in behind with dark wood contrasting against it. The bed frame is made out of leather, just like the cushions. I mean, they've used all the highest quality materials, with the walk-in closet at the back, with the wooden doors on the exterior leading directly into the ensuite bathroom. Now, there's a lighter tone than we saw in the first guest bedroom. White marble on the walls, a darker tint to the countertops with the sink sat atop of it, mirror above. There's even a glamour light built into that mirror. At the back is the walk-in shower. Dark marble features combined with that white marble and the huge rain head above. Now, just across the corridor is the next guest bedroom, which kind of feels like it's a bit larger than the other one, but that's because it has these huge glass doors leading to the backyard and makes the space feel open. Now, both rooms have these 5-meter high ceilings in that inset part on the ceiling above. There's so much space in here. You've got the bed setup on the side, felt padding in behind with those dark wooden details right around the edge. Now, next to the entrance is the walk-in closet, dark cabinets on the exterior, and the ensuite bathroom. Wrapped in white marble, dark marble, floating vanity, sink sat atop of that countertop, and the walk-in shower at the back, which has its very own wooden seat in there. Now, come out with me. We're going to make our way back to the center of the home again and head towards the staircase so we can start exploring the bedroom, even though we've got an elevator, which I'll show you as we head down towards the basement. Now, I said I'd talk about the staircase, which is its own unique space. They've used this dark marble, which contrasts really with the entire ground floor, so you know that you're going up to a different area of the home. We see that it has double height ceilings, just like we had in the foyer, with a small sculpture at the bottom. And lining the wall on the second part of the staircase are these golden light fixtures which run all the way to the landing. Now, as we arrive on the first floor, there's a corridor which stretches all the way from the west wing down to the east wing. We're already halfway in the east wing, so we'll start exploring this way first. There's also a door there, but we're going to come out of there once we come back towards the west wing. Now this door here, this is into an electrical cupboard, but the next one is into the first bedroom on this floor. So we had 3 downstairs and there's 5 on this floor. As we come in, there's these super high ceilings we've been seeing throughout all the rest of the bedrooms, that inset ceiling above. At the back is the bed setup. Now a darker felt in behind that headboard with wooden trim around the side. Now that morphs into the custom wooden shelving on the side with a marble countertop underneath. Now that marble is continued on the TV cabinet with wooden drawers and a wood clad wall with a ribbed finish surrounding that front door. You also have an exit to your very own little terrace which looks onto the side of the property. Now through this part here we come into the walk-through closet. We've got glass cabinets on the exterior, recessed lighting inside. We open them up. It's got these nifty little drawers where you can store your underwear or shoes on the other side. And you also have these drawers on the vanity setup here at the back, where you've got these little nooks and crannies where you can hold your bits and bobs. At the back is the ensuite bathroom. Now there's a white marble throughout, contrasted by the darker marble that we have on some of the walls. The walk-in shower is enclosed in glass and has a huge rain head above. Now that dark marble is continued on the floating vanity, sinks at top of that countertop with a circular mirror mounted on the wood-clad wall in behind. Again, one of those glamour lights integrated into that mirror with a bathtub at the back. Now let's continue down the corridor. You'll see a window here which looks onto the terrace, which is joined to that bedroom that we just saw. The first door here is into some storage. The next one is into the laundry room where we have a dual washer dry combo. Now this door here, this leads into the junior suite, but I'm going to save that while we head back to the west wing. The next door has the dumbwaiter, which leads from the basement all the way up to this floor here through the service kitchen that we saw downstairs. You also have a nanny's room. Now this home isn't fully furnished, you'll see some parts missing, but you have a full ensuite at the back. Here's the service stairs which lead from the basement all the way up to the rooftop, and we'll head up to the rooftop in just a second. There's also a door leading into some more storage. What I like is how they've used the doors, like in the rest of the home, the high quality doors, to even close off those storage spaces. Now at the end of the east wing is the guest suite. Now I call it the guest suite because it's pretty much autonomous from the rest of the home. You can see it has the automated lighting as we come in. There's a foyer area. Now you see there's a little bit of a different style in here. There's paneling with trim around the edges along the walls. Now this is actually a French design. It's rooted in French design and architecture, and the name for it is boiserie, which I thought was very interesting. Now the first entrance is into the walk-in closet. Open shelving design with glass doors on some of the cabinets with a huge mirror mounted on the pillar in the center. Now this leads into the ensuite bathroom. Different kind of design in here. There's a polished brown marble which has these kind of dark coffee tones. You'll see that on the countertop on the entry with the sink built in, huge mirror above, and custom wooden shelving built into the walls. What I like is how they've inlaid the white marble between that polished brown marble, although the veins in that white marble really go well together with the marble surrounding it. At the back is the walk-in shower. So much space in here, and there's a huge ring head which is integrated into the ceiling above. Now across the corridor is the bedroom. Surrounding the doorway, wood-clad walls. We come inside, there's so much space in here, and the first thing we notice is that view through these sliding doors at the back, which will actually take you out in just a second. Let's explore the bedroom first. So by the side here, there's the TV setup, a huge TV mounted on the cabinet which stretches along the entire back wall, marble highlight wall in behind with the reflective gloss back wood either side. Opposite that is the bed setup. Got the wood-clad wall in behind with the shelving smoothly transitioning into the vanity table on the side, the bed setup in the center, and the side tables either side. But let's head out to the terrace, because from this room, these are some of the best views. I guess they wanted to give the guests the best views of the home. And we get a sneak peek of the backyard before we head out there a little bit later, looking down onto the pool and the golf course in the back. Now, I'll speak about this when we're down touring the backyard, but this plot is actually elevated from the golf course. So it's only from places like this where you can fully see down onto it and people can see you maybe on the terraces, but down on the pool level, you have that full privacy. Now, this terrace wraps all the way around. As I said, this home's not fully furnished, so you can imagine a little bit of seating out here to take full advantage of that view. And as it wraps around the side here, we get a sneak peek onto the Burj Khalifa. You can actually see the tip, but we're going to see that a little bit more clearly from the rooftop. Now, if we head back into the foyer of the guest suite and go into the open plan kitchen and lounge area, and the first thing that catches your eye is that green marble island in the center, beautiful veins to it, and the brushed brass details underneath and around the trim around the bottom. Got cabinets lining all the walls and the microwave integrated into those cabinets, also made by Miele. Like I said, all the fixed appliances in this home are made by Miele. We look at the back, how that green marble has been continued on the countertops, even underneath the cabinets contrasted by that white marble, and we also see the brushed brass trim like we saw on the front of the island. We go into the lounge area and it feels so cozy in here. Seating and coffee table in the center, looking onto the TV fit flush into that custom TV wall. Countertop underneath with ribbed wood either side of the black reflective gloss above. But the highlight feature in here is the chandelier. Now, we've seen so many already throughout the home with their own unique touch. This one has the crystal leaves illuminated by these spots above. It kind of has that jade tint to it. I mean, just wow, I'm super impressed. You'll see even more of them as we head through the rest of the floor. Now, let's continue the tour. We come back outside of the guest suite and we're going to go straight up to the rooftop through the staircase. This is the only access to the rooftop. Now, as we go up, we look at these service stairs a little bit more, how they're wrapped in marble, the recessed lighting underneath. Now, at the top is the landing with entries into two different spaces. You also have your very own powder room, which is wrapped in black marble but contrasted by a onyx floating vanity, and in behind is even backlit onyx. Now, the first space is the living area. So as I said, this home still isn't fully furnished, but it leaves it up to your imagination. This would be a great lounge area, obviously a coffee table in front. They even set up this wall at the back with marble and plug sockets so you can place your TV on there. Wood cladding the walls all around us. I mean, such a great spot. I can imagine just coming up here just to escape, watch a bit of football. Now, the other adjoining space on the other side of the landing is a bar area. This could even be a little man cave, so you could escape up here. But you've got wooden floors throughout, and you can tell it's going to be a bar because you've got the marble island in jewel levels. The same marble is used on the back countertop with cabinets all around. I can just imagine a pool table right here. I mean, such a cool spot, especially because this part has the best views of the home. And although it's not fully furnished, you can imagine what it would be like out here with a bit of seating, even a barbecue. And just like we saw from the guest suite downstairs, we're even higher out now. We actually saw a deer going by a minute ago, and I didn't think I'd managed to see one of those in Dubai out in the wilderness of the golf course. Also from here now, the skyline is a lot clearer. We're looking onto downtown, the Burj Khalifa in the back. I mean, this would be such a cool spot, especially at night with a little fire pit up here. But now let's head back down these service stairs and continue the tour. Just to get your orientation straight, you are right where the guest suite is. So we continue this way. As I said, we'll leave this door for last. This is the junior suite. We come inside, there's a different theme in here. Although these same kind of materials have been used in different color tones, it really separates itself from the rest of the home. You look above, there's the blue felt combined with mirrors and wood cladding. The walls are wrapped in a textured wallpaper with the bed in front, which looks like it's floating, side tables either side. And above us, this really unique chandelier. As I said, they get even more intricate as we go along. On this side of the room, there's the TV mounted on the countertop in that blue matte tint to match the rest of the color tones, with a wood-clad wall in behind. Different textures, you'll see that ribbed design seamlessly transitioning into the custom-built shelving. Now in the corner of the room is the walk-in closet. Open shelving layout combined with glass doors on the exterior, leading directly into the ensuite bathroom. Similar design to what we saw in the guest suite. Got the dark marble on the floating vanity, mirror above, inlaid white marble between that darker marble with black trim around the edges, and the walk-in shower at the back with the rain head integrated into the ceiling. So go back outside, we'll delve further into the junior suite. Through this door here is your very own lounge. Now the first thing that catches your eye is another incredible chandelier. Blue tint now to those crystal leaves, those spots illuminating them. I love how it matches the color tones we have throughout this junior suite, like that blue felt in that custom TV wall with those mirrored details, TV mounted on that countertop and shelving either side. You also have access to your very own balcony. Most of the rooms on the second floor have their very own balcony. Now, if you follow me this way, you can see now we've come back out directly by the staircase. We're going to start making our way to the west wing. Now, in between the wings, there's the viewing balcony we saw at the start of the tour. From here, it just gets even more impressive. We see that chandelier up close, and the design on that inlaid marble really is impressive. Now let's start making our way towards the west wing. The first stop is this entryway into the family kitchen and lounge. So this is now the fourth kitchen we've had in the tour. We'll start exploring the lounge area first. So we come in this way. First thing again, another unique chandelier. Blue tint combined with white, illuminated by those spots above. Inset ceiling above. Below is the seating. There's a combination of dark and light browns, all in those kind of neutral tones, with the coffee table in the center. Now this is all made by Visionaire, and even if you look underneath the coffee tables, these are actually extra seats which you can pull out. I mean, just the touch and feel, you can feel that nubuck leather. Now opposite us is the TV setup. In behind it, there's wood cladding, but surrounding it and seamlessly morphing together is this marble countertop and shelving going onto this wall. And just check out this marble, but just the colors in the veins. Firstly, how they're book matched, but you see those pinks and creams, they go so well together. Now we come around to this side. Between the two spaces, there's a divider wall, but you can still see through it, so it feels connected. But to separate it off, they've actually done a transition from the chevron wooden floors onto a white marble. Now they've used that blue marble from that TV setup all around the edge here, so you can really see those colors pop now against that white. In the center is a breakfast table which seats 5. There's also a small powder room in the corner. You'll also see the blue marble on the kitchen countertop here at the back. Now for me, this is perfectly placed here, because if I was cooking or preparing or washing up, I would love just to have this view onto that landscaping of the Dubai golf course, and you can even see onto the backyard. At the back, there's the inbuilt appliances by Miele. You've got the convection oven, microwave and induction cooktop built into the countertops here at the back. Let's head out of the family lounge now and delve further into the west wing. We've got the elevator, which we're going to take down in just a second, to the basement. This door leads into the 4th bedroom of the first floor. In here, there are a lot lighter tones. You look at the textured wallpaper wrapping the walls, and even the bed frame has been wrapped in this lighter leather. I mean, again, the touch and feel is just incredible. The bed in the center, all looking onto the TV setup at the back with wood that's popping against those lighter tones of that textured wallpaper. We come to this side, we've got the walk-in closet, which has the wooden doors on the exterior and the ensuite bathroom wrapped in marble with the walk-in shower at the back and the huge rain head above. Now let's finally go into the primary bedroom, which takes up nearly the entirety of the west wing. It's such a grand entrance. You've got the double wooden doors opening up into your very own lounge or foyer area. I mean, this is its very own apartment. We look how it has a different design, the lighter tones of the wood, marble in behind. Now that wood smoothly transitions from this archway into the TV setup at the back and wrapping around into this shelving. They've used those lighter tones on the texture wallpaper. We move along. We come into one of the biggest walk-in closets I've ever seen. There's an island in the center, leather and glass on the countertop, a Laura Piana book with a chandelier above, again a super unique design. Got open shelving and tinted glass doors on the cabinets with a vanity setup right there. But this is not the only walk-in closet. The next door is another one. So I guess this is the hers one because this one is just a tiny bit smaller. This is the his one, especially as it has a bit of a darker theme in here as well. Got the tinted glass and open shelving. You open up the doors, the lining has been made with leather. I mean, I wouldn't complain even if this was mine and I had to give my missus the other one. Opposite us is the ensuite bathroom. Now this is on another level, fully wrapped in marble. You look at the floors, how it's been book matched, those orange veins matching the light fixtures, for example, either side of this huge mirror and the dual floating vanity with the sinks built into it. But the pièce de résistance in here is the stand-alone bathtub made out of a solid block of marble which has been carved out. You also see the tap protruding out of the ground. At the back is the water closet and walk-in shower, which are enclosed in glass. Now there's so much space in here and there are so many different features, although I don't know what goes for what, so I don't want to turn it on and just happen to find myself in a car wash, although I can name the rain head above. But this is, joking, this is water jets, these are massage jets which you can turn on. Really nice feature. Now heading back out, we're finally in the bedroom itself. Dual wooden doors on the entry opening up to this huge space. And the first thing you feel is how bright it is with those huge windows surrounding us, looking onto those incredible views of the golf course. The next thing you notice is another chandelier in a totally different design hanging from that inset ceiling. At the back is the bed setup, custom built marble frame on the exterior, felt lining on top with a book matched highlight marble wall in behind, mirrors either side, and just check out the light fixture hanging down over there in the corner. Now this is all looking onto the TV mounted on the divider wall. You'll see how the countertop transitions from the divider wall underneath and the wooden drawers as well. If we go across, this divides these two areas. The perfect little chill out spot with a sofa looking onto the incredible views, firstly of the golf course in front, but the skyline in the back. You would never believe we're so close to Dubai, just a 20-minute drive from downtown. Now let's go back to the elevator and we'll start exploring the basement. So as we arrive in the basement, I wanted to show you the interior of the lift. They've used marble on the floors, the same marble that we saw in the family kitchen upstairs, surrounded in mirrors, and upstairs this cool infinity light feature where it actually reflects down here. It's really cool, you got to see that. Now let's head out. As we come out to the basement, there are two entries. So first you can explore the rest of the basement down there, but there are these double doors here which open up to your very own spa in the basement. As I said, it's not fully furnished, but you can see all the different spaces. So the first space here is the hair salon. This is dedicated to the massage room. They've used these dark grey marble tiles throughout, combined with wood details on the vanities at the back. You also have a sauna and a steam room. Inside, there's these jade-coloured mosaic tiles wrapping the walls, and obviously in the sauna, they've got that Swedish wood, which has a typical smell. There's only that smell of wood inside a sauna. I mean, that's unbelievable, with a powder room at the back, which has its very own shower. Now let's continue the tour for the rest of the basement. As I said, from the elevator, there's the entry into the lounge and bar area. First, come to the bar area where they've got the dual level marble islands. Now they've used that same marble that we saw in the guest suite upstairs, right at the end of the east wing. Cabinets here at the back, wooden doors on the exterior with this framed archway made out of wood surrounded by this reflective black gloss. In front is the lounge area. There's seating dotted around and an exit to the backyard, which we're going to take once we've finished with the rest of the basement. If we look above us, they've even used the inset ceilings we've been seeing throughout the whole home. Really drags your eyes upwards towards it, and is a really nice touch in ultra luxury homes. Now the next door is into the cinema. As soon as we step inside, you can hear how the walls are absorbing the sound. It feels like I need to whisper in here. It feels so cozy, especially with these plush carpets throughout. You've got felt lining the walls with wooden details at the back. 4K projector, and as we look up, you'll see those fiber optic cables, Starry Nights, that you kind of see in Rolls Royces. And obviously the leather cinema chairs. I mean, they're so comfortable as well, and you can fully recline them back. Look at that big TV screen and just relax. To be honest, I could actually do with a little break right now. This house is absolutely huge. So you guys carry on. I'm gonna sit here for a little bit. No, I'm joking. Let's continue with the rest of the tour. As we come back outside, we go further down the corridor. This door leads into some storage, but our next entrance is into a gym. You can immediately feel those soft floors, perfect for working out. There's space for yoga, HIIT training. Surrounding us on the walls, there's these wood-clad walls, but in between there are the mirrors. We look above us, there's the drop ceiling going all the way down with the recessed lighting in behind. And at the back of the room is the TV mounted on the cabinets. You've got storage underneath, shelving above, so you can put towels, make smoothies back there. You also have techno gym equipment in here. And this here is probably my favorite piece. If I could have just one of these at home, you can literally do any kind of exercise. And obviously, because it's techno gym, it's got leather lining on the back, got the wooden grates, but I mean, it's been a while, but look, check it out. Wires you can do, like, I should make this into a fitness video. You can do bicep curls. I mean, such an awesome machine. Now, after the workout, let's continue with the rest of the tour. Here we've got a small powder room leading into the corridor, which goes all the way down to the garage at the back. The next door here goes into the chef's room. This one isn't furnished as well. We've got the ensuite bathroom at the back. Now I said we've got 5 kitchens. This is the 5th and final kitchen of the home. This is a full chef's kitchen. This is what you'd find in a really high-end restaurant. You can see the stainless steel exterior. We look around, there's so much storage. There's the dual fridge freezer combo here, right next to the dumbwaiter, which leads upstairs. You also have 8 gas burner cooktop with the extraction fan above, ovens below. I mean, it's fully equipped. Even at the back, you've got the industrial grade dishwasher. It's so cool. This really is what you'd find in a restaurant. And with that dumbwaiter, you can serve up into the kitchen, through the pantry. Really awesome thing to have in the home. Now let's continue down the corridor. We're nearly at the end. This is the room into the service quarters, but the caretaker is staying there right now, so we'll not go in there. There's these service stairs which lead all the way up to the rooftop, and the entrance to the sub-level parking. Now there's so much space in here. Officially, you've got space for 8 cars, but you could fit at least 12 in here. There's the automated door coming from the driveway above and a driver's room in the corner. There's also an extra maze room hidden into that paneling where there's another caretaker actually staying, so we can't go into there. Now let's head back to the bar and lounge. We're going to go through the seating area out towards the backyard. There's also an exit right over there if you wanted, but we're going to come out of this corner into the sunken part of the backyard. Now there's still some finishing touches, so the water feature down here isn't working, but you can see kind of the layout, what it would be. There'd be stepping stones going across as the water overflows from the water feature, with space for a little lounge or a barbecue or anything you can think of in that side of it. Now we also have two changing rooms down here, a his and hers. Inside it's wrapped in marble with the floating vanity going all the way across and a shower in there as well. Now let's head up these stairs to the main backyard area. And from here, firstly, we get to see the scale of the home again, just like we did at the front of the property. And what's great about this home is that because it's in a west wing and an east wing, it actually gives you so much privacy with it all being covered. You can only see onto the golf course. I told you from the terrace above about how it's elevated on a platform, so from here you can't really see the golf course or the golfers can see you, so it really gives you that privacy that most of the people in our comments usually say there's no privacy, not a good home. But anyway, let's continue with the tour. So as you can see, this is where you come out from the welcoming area. Still some finishing touches, so I can imagine a little bit of seating there. We look at the exterior of the home. It has the brown marble in behind those brass louvers, just like we had at the front of the property, even the cantilevered part over the main entrance. Now let's continue with the backyard. We come to this side. So down this is the walkway leading to the front of the property and the entrances into the guest wing of the home. Even there's that door there which leads directly towards those bedrooms. In the center is this pool with sun loungers on the elevated platform right next to these steps leading in. Careful that I don't fall in. You've got the jacuzzi, which is right next to it, and a small Zen garden in behind. I love how they've done the landscaping. Even if you look behind the pool in front of the home, they've got these white pebbles in between the tiles on the floor. Such a cool spot, especially with that water trickling down from the waterfall edge. It's stunning. And standing here and looking onto the home, I mean, it truly does take your breath away with that scale. I mean, incredible. Now let's make our way to the other side. This is where the show kitchen and integrated lounge are. There's that exit coming in through that sliding door. We look out here as well, you see the palm trees protruding out of the ground. And another rare thing that you rarely see in Dubai is natural grass. They've got it throughout the whole backyard. Now, unfortunately, that brings us to the end of our tour. It truly has been a pleasure touring this incredible home. We hope you guys enjoyed the tour as much as we enjoyed touring it for you. If you did, make sure you like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon so you know when the latest video has been released. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next tour.